warriors, welcome, my friends. Today, we have a very important topic connected to health anxiety. If you're suffering from health anxiety right now, I need you to open up your mind, open up your heart to these laws of healing health anxiety that I want to present to you today. Before I get into it, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you get a chance today, go ahead and share one of my videos with somebody who needs it or a group that needs it so that we can help them become more than anxiety. Do you suffer from health anxiety? I know I used to for years and years and years. And back then, it was difficult to find answers. It was easy to find ways to manage my anxiety symptoms. It was easy to find ways to cope with my anxiety, but it wasn't necessarily easy to find information and content connected to healing. And when I mean healing, I mean moving beyond health anxiety, putting it behind us so that we can become someone else, so that we can feel differently, and so that we can manifest different things into our lives. So many people out there who don't suffer from health anxiety don't understand what it's truly like. The darkness, the loneliness, the confusion. Today, I want to make things just a little more clear for you as a health anxiety warrior. Let's get into these laws of healing right now. Number one thing I need you to understand is that hypochondria, or health anxiety, is a chapter, an opportunity for inner growth, not an identity. You know, for a long time when I suffered from health anxiety, I consciously, out of the feeling of safety and familiarity, and unconsciously kept checking in with my identity. And I found myself speaking as a health anxiety sufferer, many times complaining and over-worrying about things. Hey, have you ever experienced X? Are you sure this is going to go away? And I found myself in a deeper and deeper hole by the minute. So what's very, very important to understand right now is that this health anxiety experience is just that, an experience. It is a chapter. And many times our systems want to keep hold of this identity and this way of feeling long term because it's a survival mechanism. That inner child subconscious within you wants to prevent change from occurring because he or she believes that this is the best way to function through reality today to keep you safe and to keep you away from threat. So understand that health anxiety and hypochondria is a chapter. It's not a life sentence. Second law of healing for health anxiety: standing guard makes you feel protected, but does nothing to accelerate your life into inner peace and true happiness. Standing guard is kind of like sitting in a rocking chair, right? It gives you something to do, but it truly gets you nowhere in life. And so standing guard is this idea that I have to make sure that I stand guard to any potential threat, any potential fear, so that the more I stand guard, the more ready I'm going to be for the worst possible scenario. Therefore, I can handle it if it arises. And we go about our days always looking to prevent the worst from happening, which tends to lead us towards a place where we never are creative and we never live a single moment through our heart. When you live through your heart, you are present. When you live through your head, you are living in the future. based on a traumatic past. So you have to ask yourself, where do I want to live? And where am I living? As we go through the day, we need to create more and more awareness around this pattern of standing guard. You could be standing guard around a symptom of anxiety. You could be standing guard towards other people, maybe not criticizing you, and you do everything in your power to prevent that interaction. And you go through your day standing guard, which means that you're living in constant fear. You're not living in self-love, you are living in fear. And fear is, in fact, the lowest vibration. This life, this universe, is responding to how you feel, what your core beliefs are, and what your identity is. Understand that. Life is always responding to your emotional states. Number 3 is the greater your level of self-worth and self-respect, the faster you will heal your health anxiety. It took me years to understand this. Years. I thought that it was all about the bodily symptom, right? I thought that it was all about the mood and trying to be happy, happy, happy. No. The truth is that our level of self-worth at an unconscious level is low. Our level of self-respect is low. So what tends to happen with health anxiety is it gives us a familiar feeling, a feeling connected to the addiction to suffering. So the more health anxiety we have, the more familiar life is, the more familiar our identity is. We tend to connect with this suffering at a deep unconscious level. Therefore, every single time we want change, it's at a conscious level, but the inner child doesn't want change to happen. It believes that this is who you are. It believes that this is how you should function throughout the day. So we have to understand that as your level of self-worth increases, as you start speaking to yourself in a different tone of voice, using different vocabulary, looking at your past and going, you know what? I didn't deserve what mom or dad or any authority figure did to me. I didn't deserve what that bully did to me. I didn't deserve any of those things. I was doing the best I could with the information that I had and the resources that I had within me at such a young age. I am so proud of myself. Proud of myself for still being here. Yes, I have these emotional scars. Yes, I'm currently suffering from health anxiety. But the truth is that at a deep level, I am so proud of myself. And when you start to bring in those feelings of proudness, of going, my goodness, I survived, I thrived, I am facing something by being here, watching this video, listening to the podcast, doing the program. I am committing to something that so many people in the world are afraid to commit to. Level of self-worth increase, level of self-respect increase, and now you start to believe that you are deserving of healing. How important is that, to be deserving of healing? Because many times with health anxiety, something good will happen, right? You will do an exercise, you will implement a skill set, you will have the right mindset, you will feel better. And then at a deep level, you're going, I don't deserve this feeling. So the deservedness is in fact a very important characteristic, a trait that we are beginning to adopt each and every day towards our health anxiety healing. Law number 4. The end goal is always to provide safety over threat to the subconscious mind and body. Let me tell you something. The next time you get that anxiety symptom that takes you down that rabbit hole, I want you to start being more understanding and compassionate towards your body. Your body is giving you a signal that it believes it needs to give you in order for you to leave the environment or prepare for a threat. So these symptoms aren't there to hurt you or to harm you. They are trying to work with you at a conscious level. And if you're not giving any conscious guidance to your body will always be threatened by the same color that it examined during that trauma from the past. It will be threatened by the same smell in the environment. Next thing you know, you're going, why the heck am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Everything was fine, and all of a sudden I've got this excessive amygdala activation coming from the emotional part of my brain. So, just like you and your child, you're going through your day and your child goes, Mommy, Daddy, are you sure it's okay to do X? Are you sure it's safe to do this? Or you sense a sense of fear coming from that child. How do you respond to your child's fears, hesitations, and vulnerabilities? You already have the skills. If you just respond the same way to your body, what's going to happen is you're going to show your body that the environment, the smell, the things that you're seeing, the new interactions, the unfamiliar is in fact safe. And when you get to this place of clarity, health, anxiety, healing is inevitable. Law number 5. A certain degree of courage is necessary to step out of old patterns and into new and unfamiliar ones. This journey can be very, very messy. And in between that messiness, you have to embrace the courageous parts of you. Remember, fear is a part of you. Inner peace is a part of you. Expression is a part of you. Suppression is a part of you. All of these things are parts of who you are. And many times we give so much attention to the fear. We give so much attention to the parts of us that keep us in a low vibration. But starting today, you have to start giving attention and focus to those courageous parts in your life, because if you look back on your life, you did things. You did some very hard things. Things you thought you could never do. You accomplished things you thought you could never accomplish. You have courage within you. You have inspiration within you. You are already an expert at this subject. You have the right mindset. You have now the skill sets. You have everything in your arsenal. Don't ever doubt any of those things. All you have to do is tap into the courage to embrace the unfamiliar, to embrace the uncertainty, and to make friends with vulnerability. I promise you, you are one epiphany, one moment of clarity away from creating so much progress to end, not cope, not babysit your symptoms, but to end your health anxiety for good. Never doubt that. Comment below and tell me your biggest moment of epiphany from this video, because I know you had one. I'll do my best to comment back, and I'm going to leave you with this. Ready? Health anxiety is not a life sentence. It is an opportunity to find your true divine self once again. Take the opportunity right now, starting today, because you already know what doesn't work. If you look at your past, you will see what doesn't work. Therefore, it will open your heart up to what will work. My friends, have trust in this journey. Love you all from the bottom of my heart. Remember that you are more than anxiety. And if you have any other questions on the #1 health anxiety program available online today, head on over here. Bye-bye.